everyone, it's Tailz from Studio WyldFurr here, and I'm here to show off the new update for the Monsters token pack that now gives access to the Monsters tokens in Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Now, you can manually download the mod file and install it into your Foundry modules folder, but I'm going to show you how to use it via the Mullinet plugin. Now, Mullinet is a assets management plugin for Foundry. I recommend that you go and have a look at it because there's so many other, like I'm in there, Studio WyldFurr's in there, but there are a heap of other content providers in there as well, and it makes it really easy to access your content in Foundry Virtual Tabletop. So let's do that. How to access your material is that you, on the left-hand side set of icons, scroll down till you get to the hammer, which is Mullinet. Click on that. It'll bring up all these different icons. Now, what you'll want is the one that looks like a puzzle piece, which is the Tailz and Tokens browser, which is this panel here. Here we go. So, first thing you're going to want to do is scroll through the list of creators and find the creator name. So in this case, we're looking for Studio WyldFurr. There we go. Now, when it first comes up, it'll come up with heaps and heaps of folders, which is all of the content created by that creator that you've got access to. So you want to use the second drop down and find, where is it? Monster tokens. There we go. And these are each folder is a set of character assets in Foundry that you have access to. So, for example, the first one is the Brown Harpy, followed by Chiron the Centaur, then there is the Feral Werewolf. So if you click on the name, it'll show you all the tokens that are in there. Sorry, Feral Were-Rat. The Feral Werewolf is next. There he goes, lots of different tokens. Then we've got a Gorgon. Gorgon from lots of different angles. There's an incubus, a mummy, different mummies, skeletons, more were-rats and mummies. There's harpies. So this is a tropical harpy. And we've got zombies down the bottom. Now, you'll notice that in some of the token sets, they've got a little bracket and a 2 at the end. Now, that is, the number in the bracket is the scaling factor you want to set up when you create your actor. And I'll show you that in just a moment. Now, there's another one for when we've got larger tokens. So, for example, like a token of a car, or in this case, it's a centaur. Like a centaur takes up more than one character square. Anything that takes up more than one character square, I have at the end of it a listing that tells you how many squares it takes up, and usually be like, so for example, Chiron the Centaur, he takes up 2 by 2 character squares, or 2 by 2 map grid squares. He takes up this large an area. Oops, I'll just move this out of the way. So he would take up that space, because he's the size of a horse. Or you could have a tank, which makes up, that space. But anyway, Chiron the Centaur at the moment, he's a 2 by 2. Now, I've already made one before and set him up as an actor. So here we go. There he is. So you can see that he's a big guy, takes up a big space. Or if we've got a harpy is a medium-sized character. It takes up a normal size space. So there's a harpy. Now, I'll show you how to set these up. So I'll show it with the Gorgon. Where's the Gorgon? There we go. So the Gorgon is a 2 by 2 character. So let's get these guys off the table. So when you're going to drag and drop a token onto the tabletop, the first thing you want to do is, with this set of options down the bottom here, is set up that the token is going to drop as a token, because you can drop it as a tile asset, or as an article asset, or a token. So we want it to drop as a token. Next is asset grid size. Now, I use 180 for pretty much most of my tokens and my map tile grid assets. So we're going to keep that as 180. So then it's just a case of find the token you want to use. So let's use let's use this one where the character is going off to the right. So drag and drop. Book. Now it'll ask a question just here, and this basically means create new token / actor. That means we're going to be putting the token onto the desktop and creating a new actor over in our side panel, or reuse existing actor. Pretty much as it says, we're going to apply this token to one of our already existing characters or already existing actors that we have. So we're not going to apply it to any already existing character or already existing actor. We're going to create a brand new actor. So it'll now ask you, do you want to create it as a character, an NPC, a hazard, a loot item, a familiar, a party, or a vehicle? I'm going to create it as an NPC. And then we go create and link. So it'll take a moment to think, and there's plonked it on the table. And we can see there's a few things that we want to change. The first thing that we want to change, apart from the fact that it looks teeny tiny within a single square, and it has the name Gorgon066 because the token that we dragged across, if I just have a look at it, double click, there we go, it is, whoops, Gorgon066. That's the image name that we dragged across. So when you create, whoops, I clicked too many times. When you create a actor, it'll use the name of the image as the name of the character, which obviously we don't want to use. So because we created a new actor over in our actors side panel, we can see that there is Gorgon066. So we just need to edit that one. Now I'm using the Pathfinder rule set here. You could be using whatever rule set you like. So let's go and change it to Gorgon. Take out the 066. That could be our creature name, Gorgon. Now we want to change the prototype token. Let's close these other windows and just concentrate on this one. So first things first, in the identity panel, we want to take out the 066 and just give it a capital G for Gorgon, so that when we mouse over it, instead of it saying Gorgon066, it'll just say Gorgon. Then we go to appearance. Pretty much most of this just leave as is, but we do want to change our dimensions. So this is a 2x2 character, so we want to have change the width to 2, height to 2, so that when we place it as a token on the scene canvas, it'll take up a 2x2 space. Next thing, we want to change the scale. So it's a 2x2 dimensions, then we want to change it to 2. And we're done. Go update token. Now, when we put the Gorgon onto the tabletop, she takes up the space, she's called a Gorgon, and she's sized and scaled correctly. And that is how you do it. As I said, the main reason that you do this is because I have a tendency to do character tokens that have arms and legs and swords and things going all over the place and going outside the token square. This one doesn't in this case, but to get it scaled correctly, this is the best way to do it, I've found, and it looks superb. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have lots of fun playing with the monsters, and stay tuned for more videos as I produce more content. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that sort of jazz, and meet me in Discord or on Patreon. Thank you very much.